Okay, this is not going to be a long video because I haven't done much doll stuff since last week. Discounting the 2 boxes of Loveliness I opened just now from Cosmo and Bailey, thanks again. Which those are getting their own video, and if I take the time to start playing with them, hello Chip, I will never get around to making this video. So we're gonna do that. As usual, I spent a lot of time sewing. I show you all the stuff I'm sewing not because I want to be a sewing blog, but because I want you to know what I'm doing instead of dolls. So I made the loud jacket for the child. It has not been anywhere near cool enough to wear a jacket, but it's done. Sunday, I felt like doing a reroute. And as usual, my reroutes, I use the anchor thread method, so it takes a while, but I don't trust myself with tension. Either I'm going to put in so much that it's going to be bulky and potentially rip the head, or I'm going to put in so little that I'm going to, move it wrong and accidentally pull it out. So the the anchor thread method just works better for my peace of mind. I don't do the knot method either because I'm not good at guiding the needle up from inside the head. So the method I use allows me to work from the outside the head. And anyway, so 6 hours of actual work, but it took me a lot longer because I can't sit still for 6 hours. Actually, I probably could, but I don't let myself for my own sake. So anyway, here she is. And both the head and the hair came from Flockcentric. Thanks again, Flo. I don't think he sent them at the same time, and that's why I couldn't remember initially if he had sent me the hair. So it is a ballerina Barbie head from the 70s with color change, hair fiber. So I'm happy I did this. I don't know if I'm going to feel like doing a reroute every Sunday. It seems like last winter there was a brief period where every Sunday I was doing a reroute. And I know some of it has to do with the way the sunlight comes into the room, because even though it's still about 100 degrees outside, it is late in the year, and the later in the year, the more sunlight actually comes directly into this room. And for some reason that just makes me feel like doing reroutes. So I was going to sew a dress for me yesterday, but I do the October drawing prompts challenges sometimes. I decided to do it this year because I want to learn how to use a slightly different illustration program than I normally use. So my not that complicated illustration yesterday, which I posted on Instagram, took forever because I had to spend so much time looking up what I wanted to do was called in this program versus the one I'd been using for 17 years before. So if I try to keep up with these drawing prompts, that's going to take away from doll time too. So we'll see. But the reason I decided to do a reroute on this is I actually before then decided I wanted to try to do some more wigs, yarn wigs, with a glue cap. So I was digging into my box of doll bodies for the dolls who I knew had no hair already. Again, these are also both from Flo, from Flockcentric, thank you. And one of them is an integrity doll, so I knew her head would be really hard to reroute, so I wanted to try to do a wig for her. And that's this one. I think I got this yarn from Lena Blue. It was either Lena Blue or Phantasm Creations, one of the local doll people. So I haven't done anything as far as styling goes on this, and she obviously still needs a face. But this was the first doll I wanted to make the wig for. I didn't quite let the glue dry all the way, so when I took it off to take the saran wrap, the cling wrap out from inside, I think I distorted the wig cap a little bit. What I do is I pull the saran wrap really tight and fasten it around the neck, and then I put some tulle on and also pull that as tight as possible. But because it doesn't stretch like the saran wrap, the cling wrap, it can't be as smooth, so in the back it tends to be like folded over on itself, which worked fine on her. I don't know if she's in the frame or not. She's probably going to fall down now. I'll go ahead and pick her up. Worked fine on her, but her head is bigger, so the angles weren't as sharp. So when I tried it on these two dolls that I did the wigs on yesterday, they didn't work out quite so well. So when I went to take the cling wrap out of this tulle and glue head cap, I think I distorted it. So when I put it back on her, it was really slipping around, so I went ahead and glued it to her head just a little bit anyway. Of course, the glue is going to be easy to peel off when I change my mind. So there she is. Needs a face. And then the other doll is this, I think it was Pretty in Plaid, Nichelle. She might have been Christy. It's the Nichelle sculpt that is on this, like, Flow Sand and Flow Scent, this Integrity Toys body. And I tried a bunch of other bodies for this head, and this one is the closest in skin tone, even though I am too short to really appreciate legs this long on a doll. It's like, I don't know what to do with this much legs, so. Anyway, for now, we've got a really leggy doll with a Nichelle sculpt, and I made this wig out of yarn that's shot with gray, 2 tones of gray. And I made the basic cap, and then when it was done, I rolled some up and glued it on the back to make like a bun. And this wig is not glued on. And from my angle, I can see how thin it is, and you can see right through most of it. But again, I'm still learning, and I've been too busy with other things. I've been too preoccupied with other things, too distracted, that's the word I want, distracted by other things to dress her. So she will be dressed soon, and I have all this stuff from from Cosmo and Bailey to work with. I still have a lot of stuff from Flo in the body box to work with. So, that's a lot of stuff. Hopefully I will be able to balance my time and get a few of the things put together, so I'll have a video to show you next week instead of just doing the illustrations for the drawing prompts and trying to sew, which we'll see. Thanks for watching. I have a lot of stuff in here. Let's see if we can even get out.